Hello everyone. I had a viewer ask about installing this accessory USB port on the Ninja 1000. So I'm going to cover that today. I unfortunately did not videotape the actual install, so I'm going to do a post-install coverage type thing here. So hopefully it helps anyone in the future to install this. So let's get to it. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is remove your front seat and the rear seat cover. I have tutorials on how to do this, but essentially you're going to remove these 2 bolts and then the 4 bolts that hold the seat cover on, and to get you access to everything you need to install this USB port. So I'm going to save you time and just so there's no confusion, I said you had to remove the 4 bolts for the rear seat cover. You have to remove the handles on the side as well. So you got to remove those 4 bolts as well to take this off. Just a step I forgot there. So once you have this off, you have access to everything. Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to install this bracket. So let me grab a screwdriver real quick. All right, so you're going to install this bracket. Now, I of course put a fender eliminator, tail eliminator on here, and so things are going to look a little different right now on my install. But with the bracket, you're going to install these rubber grommets. There's 3 of them. The 2 over on this side will have these metal spacers. Okay, so you're going to put the 2 with the metal spacers here, and then just this blank rubber grommet on this side. And it's going to come with 2 bolts that you're going to replace the original OEM bolts here with. So you can just put those somewhere to keep safe out of the way. But the 2 bolts are longer to support the spacers. But of course with my tail eliminator, the bolts that came with the tail eliminator didn't expect to have that bracket there. So put the spacers into this bracket and then fasten it down with the 2 bolts they gave you. They are a size 5 hex. So put those down. And then you're going to install over here. You're going to install this protective piece on the frame here so your cables don't get cut. They're going to run right over it. And you're going to install this clip. Now the red wire you can ignore. That's my battery tender cable that I just have running the same route. So you're going to install this, and you're going to install this little rubber piece here to protect the cables. And then you are going to search, let's see here, down in here is going to be the connector. It is going to be hooked into a, come on focus, a blank port that doesn't go to anything. And it's going to be tucked in down here, fastened to the side, so it stays secure. So you're going to pull that off, and you're going to take this blank off and, throw it away or put it somewhere safe. And then you will have your wiring harness. Ignore, so I have it going through this rubber grommet right here. Ignore the yellow wire and this. So this goes to my camera. And basically says it's on, the ignition's on. So the USB is only powered when the ignition's on. So you can ignore that. But to plug your USB connector in to this cable right here. So as you can see, it's right in the wiring harness. And like I said, it's tucked down in the side. Plug it in and route it through your connection here, the clip here, and then pop it on. And that is all there is to installing this. It is a real simple install. Again, this is a post install, and I'm sorry about that. But if there are any questions, please ask. And I'll try and either get you a video explaining more or answer in the comments, etc. Again, very easy install. It's only powered on when the ignition's on. Keep that in mind. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I will try and answer everyone's questions as soon as possible. If there's anything you would like to see, any tips, tricks, techniques, anything at all motorcycle related, please let me know. I do these videos for you, so anything that you would like to see, I am more than happy to do it. If you like this video, please click that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and click the bell to notify you whenever a new video drops. Thank you again. Ride safe and keep the rubber side down.